Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or an...
Good morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a great Friday. That's right. It's Friday all day long. I just had my hair done. No, I just got out of the shower. So it's a little like poofy or something like that. Let's see. We're going to wait for the room to fill up here. And for the replay crew, today is Friday, November 22nd at 9 a.m. Looks like everybody's kind of checked in here. I'm not sure what's going on with the YouTubes, but we shall figure it out because I can see there's people in there. And yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait until the YouTube numbers change just a little bit before we get started here. Little admin note: the diet went well, or should I say, not the diet, but the fast went well. I had my roast last night. It was delicious, and yeah. And then I fed some to the girlfriend, and then I chopped it. I chopped it all up into portions. I got 4 other meals out of it, and I even have extra potatoes. And if you didn't know, 2 key things about potatoes is that if you all the fiber that's in a potato is just under the skin. So when you skin your potatoes, you're actually throwing away the fiber. And also, if you bake a potato and then you eat it cold, there's actually probiotics that are in the potato that are good for your stomach. Okay, so wow, I can't believe this room is not filling up much faster than it is. Maybe I didn't leave a link someplace. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little put back here. Let me try something here. Maybe we just need. Maybe there's people that are waiting in the Discord for the nudge. I'm not exactly sure, but we're gonna do it anyway. Let's see. General chat going live. There we go. And for everyone, and there's the link. Cha-cha. There we go. Okay, so we'll see if that helps at all. There we go. Now it looks like the numbers are starting to come in. What are the numbers on your guys' side? I only see 11 on my side. But while we're doing that, as usual, Rumble's got 4 people in it, and nobody commenting. They're such slackers, I swear. Let's see here. All right, so on the YouTube side, what do we got here? See, this is my software is wrong because I know that the first person in the chat this morning was I think it was Cindy. Yeah, it was Cindy first, and then any person number 2, and then Rose, you are the turd. All right, let's see here. We're gonna go. Oh, man, my stuff's everywhere. We got Rose, we got Cindy. Where we at here? West Virginia Pappy's in the house. We got Debbie Chandler. We got JB checking in. I guess he just jumped in to say hi. I know he's super busy right now. Who else we got in here? We got Pastor showed up. I think I got Cindy already, but I'm throwing her up there again. Ian made the show. We got Rose. Cindy just gave me $2. Thank you, Cindy. You are the best. I got to give you a star. I got to give you a heart and a like, because that's what I can do from my side. That's the best I can do. You got Kim K showed up. Thank you, sir. Or thank you, young lady. I appreciate you. And I found out that there was like 4 or 5 of them. Alrighty, then showed up. Alan from Canada. Oh my God. Let's see. And I should not be watching myself on here because it's like really screws you up. It really, if you watch yourself while you live stream, there's a delay in it. You're like, oh, I'm not saying that. It's kind of like when you like have your headsets on, like from the 80s and stuff, and you're like talking, it's echo. Anyway, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get this started, and in my journey on this fast that I took, I learned a lot about food that I did not. Thank you, Cindy. I'm sorry, Oops isn't here. Live chat, maximized, cha-cha-cha. All right, so we're going to check the poll. It forces me to check the poll. I like it. What's your most vital prep step? And 38% say stock nutritional dense food. 25 and 25 are mastering food preservation and rotating pantry supplies. And 12 say growing fresh produce. We shall see how that changes over time. But what I learned from this fast was I did a lot of research on food because I was going to I'm going on a keto diet. And I've started a little bit, but the key thing I learned was we as preppers can still eat things that are good for us that that we can still prep. Now, one of the big things is the rice. The white rice is not good for it's not good for us, but it will sustain us. The people in Asia have been living on it for centuries, so it's not going to kill us. So it's a great prep. Also, I don't know if we'd actually be on a keto diet if we were in a like a shtf situation. You know what I'm saying? But being ready for any scenario involves more than just stockpiling supplies. It requires a well thought out food plan to stay strong, sharp, and healthy. And I'm telling you right now, when you haven't eaten for a while, the fog is real. My girlfriend was telling me she was watching my live stream from yesterday, and I was just like, blah, 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 blah. And she was just laughing. And I was like, yes, the fog is real. But a carefully planned prepper diet ensures essential nutrients and practicality in storage. Whether facing off-grid down events, disease breakout, or economic collapse, a 10-year stash of ramen and snack foods won't sustain long enough, or won't sustain long-term health. As nutrients deficiencies weaken immunity or impair focus, quality and variety are just as vital. Here it comes. Oh, it's time to drink. Hopefully that one wasn't too strong. Maybe I won't get a lot of those. Quality and variety are just as vital as quantity in building a prepper pantry. So I went into some serious I went down the rabbit hole on a couple of major subjects that I hope you guys will be able to appreciate. Good morning, Lazy. Good to see you. Looks like you guys are chatting already. So before I step off, let's see here. Cindy says white rice is a base, not much flavor, like a blank canvas. Absolutely true. But it's mostly for filling. There is some protein in white rice, but it's not great. But it's mostly a starch. It's the problem with white rice is it's not a complex carbohydrate. So your body will try to store it as fat instead of trying to use it for energy. All right. So step one, stock nutrient-dense staples. The foundation of any prepper pantry should include foods rich in essential nutrients, high in calories, and sustainable for long-term storage. Now, how do we do that? Well, grains, whole grains like oats, quinoa. I don't think I know how to say that right. Quinoa, and am I saying that right? Quinoa and Quinoa. Quinoa. I got some on my shelf. I'm gonna be eating it here this week. And rice offer complex carbohydrates for lasting energy. Unlike processed grains, whole grains retain their vital nutrients and store well. Beans and legumes. I said legumes. I said legumes right. These provide protein, fiber, and vital minerals. Beans are versatile, sustaining, and can last for years when stored properly. If you're focused on the keto lifestyle, the black bean is the favored bean. Quinoa, Cindy says. Quinoa. It's not even said like it's spelled. Quinoa. Let's see here. Canned meats and fish. Options like canned chicken, tuna, and salmon provide protein and omega-3s. They are convenient and shelf-stable sources for vital nutrients. Those of you that are in the members group saw the pictures that I posted yesterday. I've moved one of my pantry shelves down into the kitchen to expand my kitchen pantry. Yeah, there's a lot of canned goods there. I have way too much corn. Yeah, said no prepper ever. Let's see here. And a chunk of it is canned meats, which is awesome. So nuts and seeds, rich in healthy fats, protein, and micronutrients. Nuts and seeds are calorie dense, but require airtight storage to avoid rancidity. Now, what I'll say about nuts and seeds is they do not store for long periods of time. We've had this debate even with freeze-dried nuts. There's just too much oil in them. They will not They will not store for any period of time that we as preppers. I mean, maybe you get a year out of it tops if you're lucky and you stored it perfectly. But that's about it. Dehydrated and freeze-dried produce. These retain essential vitamins and minerals. Powdered vegetables, interesting, and nutrition to soups. Add nutrition to soups and stews, maintaining balance in meals. So powdered vegetables, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. All right, so I'm going to go to the chat real quick here. Where are we at here? Cindy says liquid or gummy vitamins and supplements in a pinch for bug out, lightweight with foods. Yes. I'm currently going to be using the beets, total beets. I'll be starting that on Monday. Lentils cook faster than beans. Okay, nice. But there are also different ways of cooking the beans too. So you can just do the soak, or you can do the fast soak, which is basically boiling the crap out of them. Anywho, step number 2. Stock essential cooking items. Basic cooking ingredients transform staples into nourishing meals. Salt, essential for flavor and preservation, include iodized and non-iodized varieties. Sea salt and Himalayan salt add beneficial benefits. There you go. There's number 2. Number 2, oil and fats. Olive oil, coconut oil, and rendered fats like lard and ghee offer energy and satiety. S-A-T-I-E-T-T-Y. Satiety. I can't even say the word. I don't even know. Satiety. I'm going with that. Oils and fats are always going to be a problem storing because they have a tendency to become rancid. What I can tell you is that I've had a lot of luck with, I hate to say it, but basically processed oils lasting like a long time. I have some processed oils that I pulled off that rack yesterday that are 5 years old and have lost no color to them whatsoever. So that, yeah, they can be stored. You just have to be paid. You just have to do it right, I guess. Spices and seasoning. My favorite thing. A diverse spice collection prevents meal monotony. Food boredom. Essentials include garlic powder, black pepper, cumin, and dried herbs. And don't forget about the cayenne pepper. All right, let's see here. Baking essentials. Stock baking powder, baking soda, yeast, and powdered milk for bread and baked goods. I do recommend the fast yeast because the fast yeast seems to be more shelf stable than the live yeast. Let's see here. Sweeteners. Honey is durable and can prevent food and lasts forever. I've never seen honey go bad, ever. Alternatives like stevia and monk fruit offer low-calorie options. What I will tell you is that there's a lot of honey out there on the market right now that is not honey. It's not honey. It is honey flavored high fructose corn syrup, and it's everywhere. You should know when you get into it whether it's fake or not. You should know immediately. Let's see here. We're going to go and check the chat here. Rose says, Rose and Cindy are monopolizing this chat. You guys are going at it. Let's see here. And you keep going. Make everybody look dumb. Where are we at here? Rose says, canned beans versus dry beans. The debate is strong already, soft or have to cook and soak. I tell you what, I love canned beans, okay, because of that exact reason. I don't have to cook them. I can literally open the can and eat them right out of the can if I want to. But Laser, good morning. First on the Rumbles. So it's like the problem is we've never opened an Egyptian tomb and found canned beans. That's the real problem. Now, I will tell you that the black beans do not store, the canned black beans do not store very long. When you open up one that's a can that's been on the shelf for anywhere from 2 to 3 years, it will all seem kind of pasty, and that's no bueno. But the rest of the cans, no problem. Cindy says, got 50 pounds, got 50-pound bags of salt from feed mill, meant for animals, but good for us too. Yes, technically salt is salt. It's just that easy. Unless it's, I mean, I wouldn't go for a salt lick because that's normally salt that's been chemically treated. Cindy also says gallon jars of coconut oil under $20 at an Amish bulk food stores. Yeah, I don't know about the coconut oil. I think I'm going to try cooking with some coconut oil. I just don't want my food. Does the food taste like if I fry an egg in coconut oil, will it taste like coconut? You know, that's a thing. And she also says local raw honey. Very true. But I'll be honest with you. So it's like local raw honey, dynamite. So I got into honey because I wanted to consume the honey to help with allergies. The problem, what I found is that a lot of local raw honey that is sold in this area comes from areas that aren't this area. So you got to literally like find like somebody who's actually doing the beekeeping, and get honey from them that is actually local to this area for that statement to be true. So be aware, be aware. What Rose is saying, stock wheat germ and grind own flour. Yes, I've already done that. In fact, there's a company out there that you could buy it on Amazon that it's already sealed in Mylar and inside of its own plastic container. It's pretty freaking awesome. Batshit Kahoozy. You're not, wait a minute. You're not the same one, man. Now we have two of them because we used to have one in here called Batshite Crazy. And now we've got Batshite Crazy. Welcome to the channel, dude. Welcome to the channel. And the way you said shite, you're either English or Irish or something like that. You are definitely European, my friend. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. All right. Cindy says, yes, Rose canned beans already taken care of. Spags is in the house. What's going on, my friend? What's going on? What's going on? Bradley, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate you, bro. I need to give you a heart and a like. There we go. Let's see here. Cindy, learning canning is a game changer. Yes, and we're actually going to talk about today. And I hate to say this, it might just be awful, but this live stream may last a while today, more than an hour, simply because there's a lot of stuff to cover. I also felt kind of bad yesterday because the live stream was so short. But yeah. All right. So Bradley says coconut oil is nice, better for higher temp cooking, and seems to be pretty neutrally flavored. Okay, then I shall get some coconut oil. Kim K says, I keep and have used coconut oil more for my skin care stuff, moisturizer, chapstick. I'm a bulk buyer where I can make my own stuff when I need. That's pretty smart. And Cindy, and this is the last one I'm going to read for a little while, but don't slow down on the chat, guys. It's good for the algorithm. Cooking with coconut oil is awesome and used to in popcorn at movie theaters, but it's butter flavored. Come in 5-gallon metal buckets, around 150. Tastes great. Okay. Cindy also says coconut is very versatile. All right, so getting back on point. Step number 3, source fresh food whenever possible. As preppers, we tend to focus on shelf-stable, long-term stuff, but the reality is that our body still needs fresh food. Even if we're rotating our pantry, our body needs fresh food. Even with shelf-stable food items, incorporating fresh produce boosts nutrition. Gardening, everybody loves to do the gardening stuff. Focus on nutrient-dense, calorie-rich crops like sweet potatoes. Somebody was telling me about that earlier. I don't like sweet potatoes. Kale and berries. Indoor gardening can work in small spaces. Raising chickens, which the girlfriend was talking to me about that this morning. So are we going to have chickens? Yes, we're going to have chickens. Chickens provide fresh eggs and vital protein source. Hardy breeds like Rhode Island Reds, which are my favorite, are productive and resilient. They handle the winter very well. Foraging, which is one thing I really want to do. Learning to identify wild edibles like dandelion greens and wild berries expands food options. I tell you what, guys, I tell you what, this summer, I'm going to pick every dandelion I find. I'm not joking. I may even find a way to make a dandelion field. And here's why. Because the price of dandelion tea on the internet is like $24 for a bag. That is insane. LP's dandelion tea. I only buy and sell one bag a year, and I'm going to sell it for $20, and you have to pay for the shipping. But it's going to be plucked by LP himself. All right, let's see here. Sprouting and microgreens. These are easy to grow indoors and offer concentrated nutrients, enzymes, and vitamins. Yes, I'm going to be looking into getting my my sprouts done again. I really do like growing the sprouts and eating the sprouts, you know, and there's some magic to it. It's really easy to do, but it's also really easy for you to get yourself sick too if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so we're going to go and check the chat here. Let's see. 2 for honey and beeswax. Not all keeps will sell their beeswax. Many save to feed their lives and make own products. I got you. Lots of easy edible weeds, dandelion roots, leaves and flowers usable. Dandelion versatile tea, salad greens, dandelion root, flower and leaf. Foraging is a game changer, 100%. I have realized how many wild-grown edible and medicinal plants grow in the plain sight. Put a lot of greens, double as chicken food. Very true. Lamb's quarters better than spinach for nutrients. I don't know what lamb's quarters are. Where would I get lamb's quarters? I've never even had them. And honestly, guys, I'm going to start eating something called farro. It's like an ancient lost seed, but you can buy it and cook it, and it's supposed to be really good. And I don't know what its storage is, but it's supposed to be really good for you. Dandelion tea would be easy to grow the seed after free in the yard. Laugh out loud. They are a deep root. The root has good nutrients in the heart. Burdock and plantain, great weeds, great for healing wounds. What is TLP? Root, flower, or leaf? What is tea? And from what I saw on the internet, the tea or the dandelion tea looked like the leaves. I'm not sure. I really have to do more research on it, but since I've spent all my time making videos for you guys, I don't have a lot of time to do the things I want to do. Okay, so moving on to step number 4. Practice nose to tail eating. This sounded interesting when I read about it the first time. Maximizing animal resource provides comprehensive nutrition. Bone broth, extracting minerals and collagen by simmering carcasses. Organ meats, high in vitamins, liver, and other organs can be integrated into meat dishes. Utilize scraps, render fats, cook tough cuts, or prepare traditional dishes like head cheeses to minimize waste and enhance diet diversity. So basically, you just eat the whole damn animal, with the exception you don't want to eat the skin. So the skin, no fur, that kind of thing. All right, step number 5. Prioritize breakfast. In an SHTF situation, this whole only eating 2 meals a day thing is probably not a good idea, but to each their own. A nutritious breakfast is crucial in a survival situation. Studies show that it enhances cognitive performance, focus, and decision-making, critical skills during crisis. Prioritize complex carbs, healthy fats, and protein. Gee, complex carbs, healthy fats, and proteins. You guys realize that's the keto diet, right? That's exactly what the keto diet is. Examples include oats and seeds, egg dishes, and hearty sandwiches with canned meat. We talked about canned meat before. You guys should look into that. All right, so I did the deep dive on this one for the breakfast because I wanted to make sure that it's not just like 3 meals a day, like eat your breakfast, it's the best meal of the day, because from the research that I've done, the best meal of the day is lunchtime. That's should be your largest meal. So prepper-friendly breakfast options is what I came up with. Overnight oats. Combine oats, powdered milk, and shelf-stable almond milk, dried fruits, and seeds. Ready in the morning, providing complex carbs and protein. So you literally set this thing up at night, and in the morning, it is soaked enough to where you can heat it up and eat it. Sounds delicious. Canned meat hash. Saute canned corned beef or chicken with dehydrated potatoes and freeze-dried veggies. High in protein and satisfying. Isn't that special? I need to drink some coffee. Egg alternatives. Use powdered eggs for scrambled eggs or omelets. Add freeze-dried spinach or cheese powder for extra nutrition. I'm not a fan of the cheese powder. I do have it. I've used it in several meals, but there's just something wrong with cheese powder. There's just something wrong with it. I don't know. Whole grain pancakes. Make pancakes using stored flour, powdered milk, and shelf-stable eggs. Top with honey or canned fruit for flavor. Also, you can get whole wheat flour. And that whole wheat flour will actually store. I won't say it'll store as long as the white flour, but it will be about 1,000 times better for you. Protein porridge. Make quinoa. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. Mix quinoa, rice, or oats with protein powder and nuts. Add dried berries for natural sweetness. I'm over here just giving you recipes for stuff to eat for breakfast. Rice and beans, breakfast bowl. A hearty option with complex carbs, protein, and fiber. Season with spices for variety. Yes, rice and beans breakfast bowl. Energy bars, homemade or pre-purchased high-protein bars, a quick non-prep breakfast, options for emergencies. Also, you can just once you've made them, you can just refrigerate them and just eat them. You don't even have to refrigerate them, I don't think. All right, so for my sweet potato friends, sweet potato hash. Use dehydrated or fresh sweet potatoes. Cook with canned meat or beans for a nutrient-packed, filling meal. This one kind of caught me off guard, but I thought you should know about it. Shelf-stable yogurt. If fermentation supplies are available, make yogurt from powdered milk and honey or dried fruits. That's something to look into. And then lastly, hardtack and cheese. Pair homemade hardtack biscuits with shelf-stable cheese for a simple calorie-dense meal. Isn't that special? All right, let's see. We're going to go to the chat real quick here. I got to scroll up. Like you guys put a couple of things in there. Tea can be made from any part of the dandelion, all edible roots for dandy blend coffee alternatives. Well, see, here's what I'm planning on doing. If I do make the tea, if I do make tea, what I'll probably do is instead of doing dry leaf tea, what I'll probably do is dehydrate and then coarse grind whatever I dehydrate, and then turn that into tea. Let's see here. Where are we at? Jerusalem artichokes are noxious, are noxious weed. Same places, but great starch veggie from toots. I don't know what any of that mean. Okay, so Loop says lamb quarters, like all greens, have oxalates and can cause kidney stones. Keep lemons handy. I gotcha. Let's see here. Mullein is great for tea and lungs. Leaves fuzzy, I believe, called the toilet paper plant by natives here. Also heal the soil. They sell overnight oats where you just pour in some water, set in fridge overnight. Tasty, but buyer beware, high sugar content. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the oats, that's why you gotta you gotta get the real stuff and then frickin' just add things to sweeten it. Let's see here. Lamb quarters. Excuse me. Try to keep them out of soggy ground. Gotcha. The ancient grains, Aramath, quinoa, etc. Find ancient wheat grain seeds in gluten-free. It might work for you instead of the crap in store. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it, and I'm actually kind of selecting some. I'm being very selective. Good morning, Mr. J. Good to see you. Good to see you. You missed pemmican. No, I didn't. I'm not a fan of pemmican. I think it's great, but like, listen, if you're going to eat pemmican, okay, then you might as well just go out and buy the survival rations that you find they're just chunks of dry powdery stuff that are loaded in calories. But I mean, I don't know. I just think baking pemmican just takes a lot of work, and I just don't have time for it. But yeah. Light Raider showed up. Good morning, my friend. Where are we at here? Make your own pemmican, pretty easy and nutrient dense. All right, fine. Where's my email? I've got to send myself a note. Compose to me. Make pemmican. And the hell with it. I'll turn it into a video too. Does that sound good? Does that make everybody happy? Let's see here. Real wheat gets 6 foot tall, not junk. Gotcha. Pemmican, awesome and nutrient dense. Make your own with beef or deer and fruit you like. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to make some pemmican. Okay, I don't know that I'll eat it, but I'm going to make some pemmican. Okay, and the reason is because I'm on this diet, and if it's not something that's keto friendly, then I'm not going to eat it. So, I just jerky. I gotcha. Yes, real wheat. Oops, gotcha. Okay, so we're going to move on to step number 6. Got to drink some more coffee though. You know what? We just went through the halfway point of the show, and you know what to do. If you love your country, put a 1 in the chat. Erica, there we go. I'm going to drink some more coffee. I'm going to talk some more smack and read you things that make you smart preppers. Oh, yeah. There we go. All right. So step number 6, master food storage techniques. Effective preservation extends the lifespan of resources. Airtight containers protect grains and beans from moisture and pests. Vacuum sealing extends shelf life for dry goods and dehydrated food. Canning and dehydrating. Oh, yeah. Someone's happy about the canning. Mastering pressure and water bath canning ensures long-term safety. Dehydrating works for fruits, vegetables, and jerky. I got to get the dehydrator. I got to put that on my list. I got to get the dehydrator. Dehydrator added to list. Chicka-chow. All right. Fermentation. I don't know why everybody forgets about this. Fermentation. Foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and kefir add flavor and probiotics, boosting gut health. Guys, in a long-term survival situation, the foods that we eat are not going to be the same as the foods that we eat now, as much as we like to think. We're going to be eating foods that are going to require more water, foods that require us to digest even harder. And so your gut's got to be healthy. Okay. And I learned this when I went to Kentucky, and I had never actually thought about fermentation or pickling. I'd never even thought about it. It's like the girlfriend was telling me this morning that, is even when we had chickens, and we've had chickens several times, but the one thing we never did with them, because I did the long-term storage of the eggs and everything. Right. And the one thing we never did is we never pickled any eggs. So we have to pickle some eggs. But anyway, fermentation, good for the gut health. It's so easy to do. You do need a few special things, kind of, but anything YouTube tells you is probably safe. So I'm going to go with that. Let's see. Oops says, I sauerkraut constantly. Fermented sauerkraut is easy. Kimchi, light heat and moisture are bad for dried herbs and dried veggies. Gotcha. If no dehydrator, use your own oven on low heat, or you can sun dry. Gotcha. Gotcha. I pickle lots and lots of different things. Learn to make vinegar from pickling. Learn to make vinegar. I like that. Not a fan of pickled eggs, but I'd eat it if I'm starving. I think it's just like pickled eggs on a salad, like slice them up, and that would give you like a little bit of color and a little bit of different taste in the flavor. You know what I'm saying? I've got 5-gallon Crocs going forever. No more kimchi. It oozes from the skin for days. Yes, Light Raider. That's the problem with, I hate to say it, but here in America, the kimchi that we eat here in America, it's not as potent as the Korean kimchi. I don't know why. Maybe because it had to be Americanized or something. But when you eat real kimchi, like real kimchi, it does. You smell kimchi for days. Like you exude it. It comes out of the pores of your skin, like Light Raider said. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to step number 7. Implement a rotation system. A well-managed rotation system ensures freshness. Label containers with packaging dates and track inventory manually for accessibility during outages. Regularly using and replenishing stock prevents waste and maintains supply integrity. So basically, implement a rotation system. It's really, really that easy, and what I did was, instead of just telling you to just like, you need to implement a rotation system, I actually went into a little bit of detail. So we're going to cover that now. All right. So first is actually the title of this section. First out, first in, first out. FIFO, the FIFO method. The core principle of rotation is simple. Use the oldest items first when adding new supplies. Place them behind or below existing stock. This ensures that nothing sits too long and reduces the risk of spoilage. Quick tip, organize shelves or storage bins so that the oldest produce are always at the front and the easiest to access. I'm going to be purchasing some of those rotating, they're not rotating, they're like serpentine things. I'm going to be purchasing some of those because as I start to use more and more of the canned goods that are in my pantry for this keto diet, then I'm going to be I'm going to be constantly restocking. The neat thing about it is you can actually see like when you're low. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Let's see here. Label with a Sharpie. Labels fade. Label is critical for contents also. Garlic will do same to your body. Also, mosquitoes don't like it. Let's see here. Lazy's hiti, soju, and kimchi. Those were the days. I know, right? We got here. I don't. Oops. Oh, check it out. Okay, cool. All right. So label everything clearly. What are you trying to skip ahead, Cindy? Label everything clearly. Even items should be labeled with the packaging or purchase date. Use waterproof markers. Use markers and large, easy to read labels for canning goods or vacuum sealed items. Consider color coding based on the year of purchase. There's an idea. Then you got to remember the color code. But I guess it depends on how your brain works. All right, so a little tip on that one right there. Include both the content and expiration date on each label. Use durable stickers that won't peel over time. Or as Cindy says, just get a big-ass black marker. All right, let's see here. Number 3, maintain a detailed inventory. This is probably the one thing that preppers do the least. That's like I got to be like and harp on you about. Keep a written inventory that tracks the type, quantity, and expiration dates of all stored foods. Update this log every time items are added or consumed. This helps to identify what's running low and what's needed to be used soon. And the tip is to use a physical notebook, not a digital file. to ensure accessibility during power outages or electric failures. That's right. That's right. All right, let's see here. Damn it, Linda. How to eat your pine tree. I gotcha. What we got here? Preserve things in honey also. Hutirities pack jars with garlic, for example, fill with honey. Great for colds too. Yes, I've actually made that before. Here's the problem. That stuff doesn't stay. When you make it, and it takes like a week to make, but after you make it, you have to consume it. It's not super shelf stable, no matter how you try to store it. Bradley's got to go. We'll talk to you later. Bradley, you're going to a meeting. Kim says, I can make kimchi. Of course you can, Kim. Kim can make kimchi all day long. And send it, but it will explode. Learn from my lovely little Korean auntie. I got you. Batshit Crazy says separate locations. I don't know what that means, but we're good, bro. We're good. All right, let's see here. Number 5, rotate through everyday meals. Incorporate stored foods into regular diet to keep track fresh and familiar. This practice not only helps with rotation, but also ensures your family is accustomed to eating proper staples, reducing stress and this will reduce stress during emergencies. One of the tips that we can throw out is to set aside 1 or 2 prepper meals each week, experimenting with different recipes using stored ingredients. Guys, I can't say enough about spices. I've got a bucket full of spices that I keep in a special container that I got from the local Walmart when they were actually still giving those containers out for free. All right, so number 6, prioritize perishable items. While shelf-stable foods are designed to last, some have shorter lifespans than others. Prioritize items like nuts, oils, and whole grains, which can go rancid over time, even when stored properly. And the tip on this one is to use airtight containers and oxygen absorbers to extend the shelf life of sensitive items. All right, checking the chat here. We got, where we at? Rose is saying, from smoked meats, if you cut off some, coat the area with honey, it prevents it. Gotcha. 4-digit code on tires. Excellent. I don't know what that's about, bro, but you're definitely batshite crazy. Oops. I store forever. It stores forever. It will turn black, but still gooder. I don't know about that. Oops. Let's see here. Cindy says, have lots of spices as well as bouillon for making things more yummy. Exactly. All right, so moving on to the next thing, we're going to sip a little bit of coffee here. All right, so according to my timer, I only have 1 minute left to try and get more money out of you guys. So if you're going to do it, you have 58 seconds. Number 7, emergency rotation drills. Simulate a short-term emergency by relying solely on your preps or on your prepper pantry for a few days. This test helps identify weak spots in your rotation system and gives you practical experience managing supplies under stress. Tip: document lessons learned during drills to refine your rotation strategy and address any shortcomings. Then do something with the information, guys. Don't just, we need to do this, and we messed that up, and we need to get this because we can't do this without that. And you're writing it all down, and you're doing an after action. Then do something with the information. Do not just set on it. Don't just set on it. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you. Give you a heart. We'll give you a like. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. We didn't make 10, but you know what? We still did pretty good, guys. We still did pretty good. All right. But yeah, do something with that after action information by implementing a constant and organized. That's not the right one. There's my cat outside. She's having a party. She loves it here. All right. So let's see here. Step 8, plan for hydration. Make your own bouillon, can be dried, no preservation, like store-bought. I like it. And after you write everything down, don't lose your darn book. Correct. All All right. So step number 8, plan for hydration. Hydration is as vital as food. Store at least 1 gallon of water per person daily and invest in filtration systems. Alternative beverages like coconut water and electrolyte rich drinks help maintain a fluid balance. Tea and coffee offer comfort and energy. So when we're talking about that, we're talking about having money. Damn, K. Kim, holy shnikes. She came in and saved the world. Boom, boom, boom. She's getting a like and she's getting a reply. Thank you, sweetie. And boom, just like that. Let's see here. What we're talking about is we're making reference to water for rehydration, not for our bodies, but for rehydration. Okay. Tuck, I didn't even see you in there. Good to see you, bro. There are going to be foods that you're going to need to rehydrate in order to cook properly. So have water on hand for that. All right, number 9, address nutritional gaps. And this is a huge subject, but we're going to break it down into 2 very simple subjects. And please pay attention, okay? Because I don't want anybody dying with all this food in there, dying of starvation with all this food in their pantry. Supplementing ensures balanced nutrition. First things first, protein sources. Stock high-quality protein powders and bars, okay? Because a protein powder, if you stored correctly, okay, can last like forever. It's a powder, okay? It will over time lose some of its nutritional value, but in essence, it's liquid protein, okay? I can't say it enough. In an SHTF situation, you're going to need as much nutrients, as much energy food as you can get your hands on. You're going to need to be able to rebuild, I'm telling you, listen, guys, your brain does not work properly without protein and sugar, okay? So these are things you definitely need to have. Vitamins, long-lasting vitamins. Vitamin C, D, and omega-3s prevent deficiencies, your brain housing group. You can actually buy powdered vitamins. I don't recommend them, but you can. But you can also like Tang, okay? Yeah. You can buy powdered vegetable, or not vegetable, but vitamin drinks. So look into that because they're very shelf stable, and they're basically they're just short of a meal in a cup. Okay. Let's see here. Yep, you can still buy Tang, bro. You can still buy High C as well. And then where we got here, number 10, practice and refine. Integrate proper foods into regular meals. Integrate prepper foods into regular meals to identify gaps and preferences. Experimenting with storage methods and recipes now ensures readiness during actual crisis. Practical experience builds confidence and improves resource management. Guys, I cannot tell you how many times up until, I would say this last year, I don't know. I have a hurricane box, okay? And in that hurricane box has a bunch of dry foods, a bunch of canned foods. It's got a stove and gas. It's got locks for my generator. It's got all the things that I really like instantly need for a hurricane, okay? And one of the first things that we tend to do is go for the simplest things when we can't like eat the way we normally eat during an emergency situation. And that will be the ramen noodles, which could be the worst things on the planet for you. And don't get me wrong, I love me some ramen noodles. I will cook those ramen. You guys have seen me cook the ramen noodles, okay? But they're just not good for you. They are shelf stable to an extent. I would say probably a year. I wouldn't eat anything that's a year older because they have a tendency to taste really weird. And if you've ever seen how they're made, you probably won't ever eat them ever again. But we have a tendency to go to that. And that was kind of my go-to. And the mindset should be that, okay, the power is out, but I still have a roof over my head. I'm not freezing or dying from heat. And let's cook a meal. How do we get there? And then you should have the supplies and the ability to do that. Okay. So with that said, let's go to the chat here real quick. Guys, we're coming up on the end of the chat, but we're not done yet. So let's see here. Let's hit the, if we haven't done, we've got 43 people in here. Let's go ahead and it's time to do the poll. Currently, what's your most vital prep step? Where we at here? 35% is rotating pant supplies, 26 stocking nutrient dense food, 22 growing fresh produce, and 17 at mastering food preservation. So now is the time for you guys to go to that poll and answer that question, because I'm done talking. I'm going to go to the chat. I'm going to scroll back up here and find the people's talking about stuff. Batshit Crady's lurking. I got you, bro. Everybody's welcome here. Just if I only have one rule, don't be a dick. If you're a dick, you're gone. You know, we can have fun. Let's see here. But yeah, Tang is the shiznick. What was the other one too? There was another. It was like a chocolate. Was it like Hershey's chocolate drink? But then they put vitamins in it, or somebody put that in the chat. I don't recognize that. Give me 1 second. I'm getting a little tired of Chase from General Electric Home Security using different phone numbers to trick me. Son of a bitch. All right. Cindy says, I bury supplies. Also, a bat in 55-gallon food safe, metal drums, keep rodents out. Also, gotcha. Let's see here. Desiccant, extremely useful. Desiccant. You know, I've heard that, but I don't remember what it is. Let's see, a tomato and fruit powders, just add water. I like that. You got Tang in your preps. I have Tang in my preps as well. Let's see here. Let's see. Cindy says, if getting vitamin D3, get D3 plus K. Gotcha. Tang with instant tea and cinnamon make a great hot spice tea. I like it. Cindy says, have Tang in my preps. 2 single serving hydrating pouches to add to water are great too. I'm actually allergic to ramen, Tuck says. J-Sock says, my wife and I actually run a business making freeze-dried meals. In the last 4 years, we have had a lot of government bulk purchases and requests on orders. Nice. Well, hey, J-Sock, then you need to find me, and because I'd be interested in trying some out. Contact LOCALPREPPER, all one word, at gmail.com, or you can find it somewhere in the description someplace. But seriously, I'm very serious. I'd be interested in looking at those. Have a gravity bag and Sawyer filter attached for easy potable water. Very true. Very true. Ovaltine. There you go. Boom. Ovaltine. I don't even know if you can buy that anymore, but I loved Ovaltine. Carnation instant breakfast. You know, I honestly think that they're probably loaded with sugar, but if it was the end of the world, I wouldn't care. Cindy says, I sell direct to consumers, fresh and dried farmers market to support my prepping and feeding elderly in small town. Gotcha. I used to drink that as a kid. It was kind of good and gross at the same time. That's about right. Let's see here. Teresa, hello everyone. Stupid internet family decided to start working again. There you go. Teresa, good to see you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not done that yet. Desiccant is a drying agent. A drying agent for what? Like I could sprinkle it on food or I don't know, but I'll be honest with you, bad shite. I got to be careful when you give me advice because the name of your name is bad shite crazy. Let's see here. Let's see, cautious of vitamin D. Roger that. I can send you some stuff. Okay. Yeah. Reach out, bro. I will contact you back. Ovaltine tastes good though. Tang. All right. So it looks like the chat is rolled up. How did we do on our? We only have 26. We have 42 people in the stream and only 26 votes. Well, I guess it is what it is. All right, guys. So today is Friday, and if you guys didn't know this, it is Black. Oh, you know what? I gotta share something with you. I gotta share something with you. Let me. Where are we at here? Okay, so I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna make sure you can actually see it here. So it's Black Friday, guys. If you didn't know it, it's Black Friday, and everybody's trying to sell you some stuff. You guys know that I have certain companies that I work with that I actually trust that make really good stuff. Now. So here's the trick. right now, Refuge Medical, there's a whole buttload of them. You just go to the links in the description. You'll find all the good stuff. But what I want you to do is go to the link in the description for Refuge Medical. All right. And Black Saturday through Cyber Monday. So you got all weekend to do this, right? They're offering up to 50% off on some of their stuff. Okay. Free shipping on all orders over $50, which is pretty much a given with them. Their stuff is number one, but it can be expensive. Okay. A gift with every purchase. So it's win-win. And you could actually win a Refuge training class. From what I understand, they're freaking awesome. They're doing online training now. So if we click the shop button right there, we're going to share this tab instead, and you should be able to make sure you could see that. Okay. So here's what I was noticing, because I actually went and looked at it. They have a lot of stuff that is super cheap. And I'll be honest with you, this one kind of blows my mind. If you guys know anybody about the OLS hemostatic bandage, this thing is normally $99. They sell it for $52 because they get them in stock, but they're knocking another $10 off of it. This is like the ultimate hemostatic bandage. It's like you just open it. It's one piece. You jam it in the big hole that somebody's bleeding from, and burp, 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 it stops bleeding. It's unbelievable. It's why it's probably one of the most expensive bandages on the market. Okay. But they have a lot of stuff that's pretty cool. They've got the trauma pack. That's only $15. Never buy this stuff. This is neat, but you can make this stuff yourself, or Adventure Wipes or whatever. The burn, we got the burn bucket. That's fit. Where are we at here? $25 off. But you guys look through this. You guys figure this out. Use my link. I'll get credit for it. But what I'm finding, and I checked already, is that my code, which is currently prep stock, I need to get that changed, doesn't work on these things. So you're not going to get double. But hey, try it anyway, right? Try it anyway. But yeah, go to Refuge Medical. Use the link in the description, and you can get some stuff. You got the OpFat kit. This is a tremendous deal right here. It's $119 with $10 off. So go take a look at this stuff. You're adults, spend your money how you see fit. And then obviously on the Black Friday stuff, check my links out, because my bet is that when you hit that link, it's going to send you to a Black Friday deal. And then try my code, because you might actually get like double savings. I don't know. There's no way for me to know, but I wanted to tell you guys about it. I didn't want to like super promote Black Friday stuff today. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of it and that there were savings that were available to you. Okay, guys, that's going to be about it for today. As usual, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. It does help. If you are haven't been getting notifications, check your bell, because YouTube turns that crap off from time to time. And if you want to support the channel, become a member. It's really that easy. Membership has its privileges, and those of you that know. Okay, stay safe. Have a great weekend, and I shall see you when I see you. Bye-bye.